What is up, Saints? I'm back with another Christian Man Reacts video, where if you've been watching, you know the intent of my content is to present good and wholesome entertainment. And whether or not I do, that's up to you. Alright, so we're back at it again. We're still rocking the camo hat, which means we're in the midst of Metal Music Month. And I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I love Christian metal. I love the sound, and we've been looking at my favorite band, Theocracy, the greatest band of all time, in my opinion. A band that has moved me to tears with worship. A band that is just so phenomenal lyrically and musically. Just ultra gifted, and they give all praise, all glory, honor, and whatnot to the Lord, and they're founded in sound biblical doctrine, which is evident through their lyrics. So for me, it's enjoyable on all sorts of different levels, and just having fun listening to them, sharing their music with you, reacting to their music with you. I know there's a lot of Christians out there that do not like Christian metal, even to the point where it's kind of something I have to wrestle out. Like, is this something I should be doing? Because it might be a stumbling block to some people. Like, there are people out there who erroneously consider Christian metal to be demonic. Like, they've convinced themselves that somehow instruments played in a heavy manner like that, the heavy drums, the bass guitar, the electric guitar, that kind of music is devil influenced, it's demonic, and they're wrong about that. Music belongs to God. He is the creator of music. Psalms, it repeatedly tells us to rejoice with instruments and with singing, and it mentions numerous different instruments, like whatever you can get your hands on, whatever you can make melody to the Lord with, use it. And it talks about loud cymbals, like it's make a loud noise to the Lord. So like, and yes, the devil did take that and transform it into devilish type music, with bands like Metallica or Slayer or Deicide, or whatever, Pantera, with just aggressive, evil, wicked lyrics, and so people hear that and think, oh, that's demonic. But you know what? The same thing can be said in every genre of music. If you look at country music, they're singing about alcohol and premarital sex and adultery. That's just as sinful. Or if you look at R&B, it's all sexual and perverse. That's sinful. Pop music, especially today, is incredibly wicked. So it has nothing to do with the instruments. It has to do with the heart of the person singing, the heart of the person who wrote the music. What is the lyrical content? What are they saying? And in secular music, you're going to get songs of wickedness that reveal their heart of perversion or sexual desire or drug use or partying or whatever. But a true Christian band is going to reveal Jesus Christ in their lyrics. And whatever instruments they're gifted and talented in using, however they're talented to make music, is irrelevant. As long as they're praising God with their lyrics, it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so that kind of leads me into just a preface of this next song we're going to look at. Theocracy wrote a song called "The Gift of Music," and I think it's such a beautiful song. It's kind of like the singer just gives us an insight into his life. He shows us, like, as a child, he didn't really have an outlet and kind of felt excluded or whatever. You get the sense that maybe he was picked on or was kind of an outcast. And then the Lord gave him a gift of music that he was able to use as a voice. He was able to express himself in this music. And he recognizes that the whole point that the Lord gave him this gift was so that one day he could return the gift to God. And oh man, it gives me chills. It's beautiful, because that's the whole purpose of our gifts. That's the reason God gives us gifts and talents, is so that we can then use those gifts and talents to reflect his glory back to him. He fills us with his glory, shows himself to us, gives us gifts and talents to express that glory, and then we get to return it back publicly so that the rest of the world gets to hear it while we praise our Lord. And however you can do that, if that's through poetry, if that's through music, if that's through art, if that's through teaching, preaching, through serving, however that you're able, whatever talents and gifts God has given to you, however you can use that to return glory back to him so that people see that glory, that is beautiful. And so I don't care what kind of instruments you're using to do it. I don't care what genre you're in. Yes, everybody has their own taste, but aesthetically, you might not like, audibly, you might not like certain styles, but that doesn't make it wicked. And for you to condemn it is actually pretty hurtful and harmful, because there's so many people out there that enjoy it. And this type of music is going to reach an audience, is going to reflect that glory to an audience that wouldn't be reached through church music, or wouldn't be reached through country, or wouldn't be reached through gospel R&B. They're only going to listen to the music that appeals to them. And so when they find a band like this, if they stumble across it, hey, this sounds like good music, and then they're hearing these lyrics glorifying God, that is a beautiful, amazing thing. And that's what this song, The Gift of Music, is about. So I think we'll jump right into it. Change it up a little bit here today. My friends and I, the saints, the small group of saints that I gather with, every year we do our Thanksgiving together the week after Thanksgiving. So we had our celebration last night, and my buddy is really big on this apple cider, this Martinelli's apple cider, that I was kind of opposed to for superficial reasons, because it looks like an alcoholic bottle, looks like a bottle of wine, and so I was opposed to that, and the name kind of is silly, but it's pretty tasty. Got this left over from last night, so this is what I'm drinking here today. And without further ado, let's jump into this. Alright, so here we go. We got Theocracy's The Gift of Music from this user here, Symphony of Time. I don't think I've watched this video, but it's supposed to have the lyrics on the screen, so it should be pretty good, pretty straightforward. It's just going to be a lyrical video, but the music's what's important, and you get to see what the lyrics are saying, so let's jump into it. I love songs that build like this too. They start out slow or soft and then just crescendo.
Close your eyes, you little dreamers, numbered as the grains of sand. Do you believe there is a treasure you can't hold in your hand? Stewards of my great creation, I will give this gift to you, a language that can speak your heart when words can never do.
So it's beautiful. He's put poetry to the idea of the Father speaking down to children that he's going to gift with this gift of music. It's here's a way to express your heart, and Christ will be in your heart, so he will be the expression that comes out. It's just kind of a beautiful, poetic way to show that. And that's cool too. The gifts that are given to us are not just for us. They're for all the nations. It's for everybody. He's given you a gift so that you can show the glory of God to others. That's the whole reason he gives us our gifts and talents. And he has a manifold different ways of doing that. There's so many different avenues and vocations and talents that the Lord has given people. guitar is my favorite instrument. This is so beautiful.
See the child ashamed and broken. Words can never come out right. Dreams of failure dance in his head every single night. But 12 words in a simple language suddenly make sense somehow. That little boy, once shy and awkward, stands before you now. The melodies will give you wings to fly above creation. Whenever you can't find the words to say, so my child, I give this gift to you and all the nations, so you can give it back to me one day. Music is your masterpiece, your signature and smile.
That lyric is pretty amazing. Music is your masterpiece. What did it say there? Hold on. Your masterpiece, your signature, and your smile. Like an evidence, like it's an evidence of God. It's a smile of God. He's given us music, this gift that's so pleasing to the soul. It's so rejoicing to the soul that it even like conquers depression and despondency and sorrow. Music will lift. It's oh man, what a good lyric there.
Is your signature and smile, the glorious crown jewel of all creation. Give a voice and sense of wonder to this lonely child, whose melodies ring forth your coronation.
Yes. Melodies ring forth your coronation. With song we crown the king. We show the world the king. Or whatever your gift is. The talent that goes into this, it blows my mind. Like, to somebody who's not musically gifted, like myself, when I hear stuff like this, when I hear the speed and the precision and the composition of the different instruments all coming together, it seems impossible to me. It blows my mind. It like truly is a gift. Like I think people who have the gift sometimes don't realize the gift that they have because it just comes naturally. It's so easy for them to do this, but from somebody outside looking at it, you just stand in awe and you go, what is occurring here? This is miraculous. This is amazing. This is beautiful. The same thing with all art. Like seeing somebody just paint a beautiful landscape with ease. It's like, how is this done? It's just so beautiful, so stunning, so awe-inspiring, which is the point of the gift. It's to reflect to God. It's like, this must come from God. I was just reading in the scriptures, can't remember where, I think maybe in Genesis or early, but when they're building in Exodus, when they're building the tabernacle, and the Lord gives these instructions to Moses on how to build this stuff, and then he gives the wisdom and knowledge to a couple of different men. I forget their names, like Belazeel or something like that, and some other one, I forget what their names were, but two guys that he filled their hearts with carpentry and metalworking and just like architectural engineering knowledge. Like they could understand how to do things. And when, like, to me, like when I see somebody doing that as well, it's awe-inspiring. It's like, wow, this is not something man can glory in. This is a gift given to you. Whatever talent you have, that is a gift. God has given that to you. It's supernatural. It's miraculous. Like, people, it shouldn't just be able to do this, to be able to put this music together, but it happens because God has given this gift to so many people. It's obviously an important gift, or a beauty. Like, there's so many musicians out there. God, like, must incredibly value this gift, and I suppose because it's so evident. It's so visible to the world to see that it's a gift and a talent, and also it's so effective in that universally almost people are drawn to music. So just a beautiful thing. This part's my favorite. Yes. Dude, now he's just gonna jam here at the end really hard. Dude, think about the talent. Whoo, man. So that was the gift of music, and I have a hard time rating these Theocracy songs because I don't know which one's my favorite. Like, I started out Laying the Demons to Rest has always kind of been my favorite. Mirror of Souls is just incredibly amazing and lyrically genius. Like I mentioned before, it's like a Pilgrim's Progress in music. But this might be my favorite Theocracy song. Just it's just so beautiful, and the message behind it is so amazing, and like I appreciate the talents and the gifts that are going into this, and I appreciate a band that recognizes they've been given these gifts to give it back to God. Like, that's the pinnacle. That's what it's all about. And so I just love that song so much. I hope you guys appreciate it as well. But get that song, get in your car, play it on full blast. That's where I like to enjoy my music, is in my car, because you're just surrounded by the music in your own little bubble there, and you can just blast it. But anyways, that's what I got for you guys here today. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I love you. Lord willing, we'll talk to you next time.